Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I've been asked to produce a short video about supplements I recommend for people on the carnivore diet for maximum gains. Now these are not essential. Before anyone comments below anything clever or funny, you'll be blocked immediately. These are just some ideas that I do have to help people if they want the help. Anyway, every supplement that I list is body weight dependent and goal dependent. If you want specifics on these for yourself, pay for an affordable consultation that I do offer to have a better guide and recommendation. So the first supplement, of course, is taurine, which is an amino acid. It's 2 to 6 grams per day, and that is split 1 to 3 times per day. I don't mind people putting that in a bottle of water and just sipping that throughout the day. That's also fine. It is also an antioxidant, which is always helpful when you're incurring lots of stress to the body. Improves cellular hydration, which means there's less likely to be issues that occur from training, and therefore there'll be a better nutrient uptake post-training. The next thing is that it is a mild myostatin inhibitor, which means that your ceiling of gains, if it were, is a little bit higher. And now it's not going to turn you into a Belgian blue, so don't get me wrong, but it may help. It also reduces lactic acid, which will mean that you'll be able to achieve a higher level or time under load in your exercises, which means you'll be able to do more over a set period of time. Next is that it reduces heart rate during exercise. So that means your perceived exertion will be lower. So you'll think your training isn't that hard, but you can actually train harder, so it's even better. Now, it will also improve things like digestive function by regulating pH and enzymes within the gut. On a side note, it will also help you sleep by stimulating GABA. So that will help you rest better at night. It's also perhaps a mild anti-anxiety kind of amino acids that may help in that regard as well. Some people say it's a sulfonic acid, which is also true, but it is an amino acid, before anyone gets funny. Anyway, my next supplement is leucine, which is something which I suggest to some people, but not very often at all. It might be more practical for people that are on perhaps the lion diet to use it. Now, the amount I recommend is 0.55 grams per kilo of lean muscle. And that might be up to 4 times per day. So you might have 4 meals with that amount in it. The caveat is, in order to make use of this muscle protein synthesis from leucine as the trigger, it requires all essential amino acids to be present in the bloodstream. You cannot build muscle out of nothing, obviously. So like I said, it triggers muscle protein synthesis. It can easily be achieved, this sort of amount that I'm recommending, through dairy protein sources. We can supplement with a straightforward powder, which is not overly expensive, but it could be useful to some people. Again, this is not something you just add in at the start. It's something where you've kind of hit the wall and you think, okay, well, I can maximize this, this pathway and max out muscle protein synthesis. Anyway, the next one is creatine. Now, to my surprise, this seems to be something that does help people on the carnivore diet, at least in my experience. Now, it is in red meat. If you're eating 2 pounds of red meat per day, you probably don't need creatine. But I've noticed that some people seem to find a benefit from around 3 to 10 grams per day. It'll improve cellular hydration. It allows better time under load, so time under tension, the amount of time that you can lift a given weight for in an exercise. And it also means you're less likely to cramp because you are hydrated better. Now, with that being said, you do also have to take in salt and water to ensure you're hydrated. So it's not a substitute for the obvious. It'll also allow you to have more top end strength. This is especially true when you have sufficiently filled ATP stores within muscle tissues. So imagine a sprinter when they're getting towards that, top speed, or when a powerlifter's getting to that point where they just need that last reserve to edge out that last rep. That's when it's particularly useful. Now, the final supplement of the 4 that I'm recommending is citrulline and or citrulline malate. That's to be taken somewhere between 2 and 8 grams per day. If you're not sure about your dosage, speak to me. Buy an affordable consultation is something I do offer, like I've said, and I'll be able to guide you as best I can. Now, this particular amino acid improves blood flow to extremities, which may actually have a benefit to your endothelial function. So your guts will feel a bit better in some cases. There is some research to support this. And I don't notice a negative effect from using it. So go figure. My guts do feel better when I do use it, funny enough. Now, it also therefore allows for better mind-muscle connection, because if you have better blood flow, it means you can actually feel your muscles better, which is kind of a proprioceptive technique, which I think is quite useful. Now, also, it allows you to have a better endurance in your training. So better endurance means more time to load, which is very beneficial, especially when you're using any kind of high intensity training principle where you're trying to grow more muscle. Now, with all that being said, none of these are essential before I get any clever comments, but they seem to be helpful to some people. So that's pretty much it, guys. There's 4 supplements I recommend. If you like this video, please leave a like, comment, and also subscribe if you have not yet already. Thank you very much.